I'm not here to babysit someone's broke hobby project. Next.
Wow, that might have been the fastest pop here on Perfect Match history. Claire, this is Noah, self-employed in creative work.
Creative work. That's cute. I have an actual brand. My face is on 3 products and a podcast banner. That image is actually worth a lot because I invested in it. Whatever this guy's doing doesn't even have a logo.
Noah, could you explain further what exactly self-employed in creative work means?
Yeah, well, you know, I prefer to show rather than tell, but I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Fair enough. Ladies, any questions for Noah before we move further?
No.
What's your annual income?
I typically don't discuss that on first impressions.
A man who doesn't name a number doesn't have one worth naming. I run a financial model for every prospective partner, and he didn't clear the threshold.
He didn't even give a number.
Exactly. That's the problem. He's too broke to admit it.
Creative work covers a lot of grounds.
Sure.
Etsy store, SoundCloud rapper. I need to know that the man I end up with values image on a professional level.
Okay, well...
And frankly, your presentation just isn't up to standard.
What do you actually love about your work?
That's a really good question. I think it'd have to be the moment right before someone realizes that I've caught something truthful about them. I don't know, it's like I show them the image and they go quiet for a moment. I think I'm always chasing after that quiet.
Watch her ask him to photograph her cat next.
So Claire, you were first and fastest to pop your balloon. Can you walk us through it?
Well, I've built my brand for 4 years. I have my name on a skincare line, a podcast, and a licensing deal, which took me 18 months to close. A man who won't disclose his income on a first impression is a man who has nothing worth disclosing. I'm not gonna subsidize someone else's creative project. I'm here to find a partner, not a project.
Priya, the financial model.
I'm not gonna apologize for having standards. I run a mental financial model on every prospective partner. Income trajectory, asset base, debt profile, takes me about 90 seconds. Noah Silence told me everything I need to know. He's broke!
Becca, you talked about image on a professional level.
This is my profile. 47,000 followers. The image at the top anchors my entire aesthetic. This is the first thing that brands see when they consider working with me. It represents my whole look. The man that I end up with has to understand what this image represents, what it costs. Nothing about this presentation suggests that he does.
Actually, can we get Becca's profile grid up on the screen, please? I'd like the audience to see what the standard is that she's describing.
You see, I knew what I wanted and I got it. And that's the difference between someone who understands image and someone who just shows up.
That's me.
Danny, you are the only one still holding your balloon. Can you tell us why?
Because he gave me a real answer, and I think that's a lot rarer than people think.
Okay, Danny, that is not insight, that's naivety. You're not seeing something that we missed. I think you're less experienced.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, and that is a wrap on our show tonight. We will be back tomorrow night for the dinner reveal, so don't go anywhere.
We need to talk.
Okay.
The show's connected women to founders, executives, and investors. Women who made smart decisions on camera. The producers track that. The network tracks that. Choosing a charity case is the type of decision that follows a person.
Yeah, and statistically speaking, men who obscure their income upon first impression do so because the number is embarrassing. That's not a theory. That's a pattern.
And look, we're not trying to be mean. We like you. We just think that you might be seeing something that isn't there because he said something nice.
I don't care what he does for money.
Damn.
He said something real. I mean, how many guys on the show have actually done that? I asked him what he loved about his work, and he said something true. Okay, it wasn't a pitch, it wasn't a number. I don't know, I think that's rare. It's rarer than a perfectly lit headshot. It's rarer than a capped financial threshold. And, you know, I think it's a lot rarer than the three of you seem to think, so.
You know what I see? A woman so starved for a man to listen to her that she calls it a personality. He gave you one answer. That's not connection. That's a low bar that you've decided is a ceiling.
You were on camera for 6 hours and you didn't say one true thing, okay? He said something true in the first 30 seconds. I'll take the math on that.
Okay, but you're gonna regret this.
Maybe, but not for reasons you think. Come on. Oh, hi.
Hey.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to know I'm keeping the balloon.
Danny, Oh, call time tomorrow's gonna be 6 p.m. And make sure to dress formal. The studio's gonna cover it, okay?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies. Before we begin, and before our 5th guest joins us, this show has a tradition of ending every season with a twist. This season, one of our gentlemen contestants agreed to conceal his professional identity. Tonight, that concealment ends. Now, I want to be very clear about what you're about to see. Last night, you saw his personal side. Tonight, you will see his professional side.
You took my headshot?
Yeah, about 3 years ago, you found me through a referral. You said you were looking for something honest. Danny, you asked me what I love most about my job. Well, you're it.
That Vogue issue from the Paris collection 2022, I have that issue. I've had it for 2 years, and I told my own photographer, Lena Park, I don't know if you're familiar with her work actually, that I wanted something that felt just like this.
Yeah, I know, Lena. We're friends, actually. She mentioned your obsession.
She mentioned me?
She did. She mentioned you spent about 40 minutes trying to explain to her what you wanted the image to communicate, and then proceeded to use the word threshold 4 times.
That's not what happened. I can explain that.
You know what? She also said you were her most prepared client. She meant that as a compliment. Not quite sure how I mean it now.
I've had this image saved for 3 years. This is my most saved post. I've had brands reach out to me specifically because of this photo. I tell everyone that it was taken by someone exceptional. I just didn't know your name. I actually feel like we have a lot in common. Aesthetic, image, the value of a single frame.
Yeah, you pulled that image up to show me the quality of standard I would have to meet.
I meant it was exceptional, which it is, which you are.
Yeah, I think you said, and I'm quoting you, nothing about his presentation says that he does, in terms of knowing anything about.
I didn't know.
You knew exactly what you were looking at. You just didn't look hard enough.
The show is set up. We were given incomplete information, and any woman that's reasonable would have made the same mistake. In our position, he withheld his credentials. It's the production's fault, not ours.
The twist was disclosed on page 4 of the contestant agreement that you signed?
Yeah, page 4 of what? 40 pages?
Page 4.
Anyone would have made the same mistake, given the same information and same presentation.
I didn't.
You got lucky.
No, I asked him a question.
I might have been a little harsh earlier, but it's because I have a brand. You know, the pressure of being on camera all the time. I lead with protection, and sometimes that reads as...
Broke hobby project.
No, I was just performing for the audience.
Well, I know that. Watched you do it.
Well, I didn't mean to...
No, you meant it for the audience, which is the same thing.
Is there any way I could get my balloon back?
They're biodegradable.
Hey, Danny, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, I really do.